doing. I guess it did, yeah. I'm guessing the internet went out. I wasn't aware. I just happened to.
The referees have no idea.
Okay. It looks like it's back.
They have no clue.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so he needs a new link. All right, so just do I need to wait to hear you to change something in this, or does he do all the work?
All right, we think we're back. The broadcast here. Looks like the Rebels have recovered a fumble. Owen hit on it at the 21, 22-yard line. Let's see, are we having? We'll update you. I think hopefully we're back on the air under 4 minutes to play. Rebels trailing 40-3. Got down in the David Barham Insurance red zone, but fumbled the ball in the end zone. And now have just gotten it back. Handoff, Camden Marble. Left side, gets some room to run, then gets stood up and pushed back inside the 20. He's inside the David Barham Insurance red zone. Rebels trying to threaten, get their first touchdown of the night. And second down and 7, just from the 19. Throw from Wilcox inside the 10. Ball's caught. Going to the ground to get it is Mathen Weaver. That's a Central Mississippi Animal Clinic first down at the 9. First and goal, Rebels. 3 minutes to go. First and 10 from the 9. Handoff, Marble, got room to run. He's to the 5. He's close. Is he in? Tackled just short of the goal line. Looks like they got him inside the 1. No, one of the officials from the near side comes in and says that's 6 for the Rebels. Touchdown, Camden Marble. 9 yards on the run, and the Rebels have picked up 6.
9 yards on the run. He had 8 after contact. Did well coming off the linebacker Yates' effort, and second effort got him in the end zone.
And now will attempt the extra point out of the hold of Seth Martin. Ben Jackson ready to snap it. Snap, hold, kick, up plenty high, and it's good.
We got a flag on the far side.
There's a flag on the far side. Hold on. It's going to be against J.A., it looks like, preliminary indication. So I think that one's going to be good. And make the score, Jackson Academy 40, Leake 10. Yeah, the extra point's good, and they'll assess the penalty on the extra point. We'll stay here as we go under 90 seconds to play in the Eastside Pawn and Gun third quarter. Rebels got the turnover, the Owen hit fumble recovery, and they go, I believe it was 22 yards on the drive. Last 9 on the legs of Camden Marble for 6 for the Rebels. Matthew now will tee it up at the 40. And welcome you back. The internet dropped. We're in the best shape we've been in overall coming in this year. We've got something we can plug into now. We're not using Wi-Fi like we have the last couple of years. And anybody who's used Wi-Fi on any consistent basis in multiple places can tell you that's a hit or miss kind of deal. And when we get a stadium full of people, sometimes we do a lot of missing. But hopefully we're going to have better than good kick. Drives the returner, Bashir, back inside the 12. Let's see, that's Thomas. Thomas up 25-30, and the Rebels get on him there. Two Rebels brought him down. Owen hit, and Camden Marble made the hit just a step past the 30-yard line, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. Rebels trail at 40-10 after 3. We'll be back after this break on Boswell Media Sports.
Premier Medical Group, PMG. Your good health is our priority.
Did you know you do not have to drive for specialized care? Premier Medical Group in Kosciuszko partners with specialists in urology, cardiology, neurology, and orthopedics. Have your primary care provider refer you to a PMG specialist today.
Premier Medical Group, PMG. Good health is our priority.
Neshoba County Co-op knows that opening day of dove season is one of the most anticipated and popular hunting days of the year. It brings family and friends together. Dove season's one of the first hunting opportunities of fall as the long and hot Mississippi summer ends. Get on over to Neshoba County Co-op today. They've got everything you need to make the big day a huge success. Neshoba County Co-op, 338 Main Street, Philadelphia.
Boswell Media Sports.
Here's the start of the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 for JA from their own 30-yard line. Got to get just past the 40 for the first down. They lead by 30 points. Pistol set. James, the quarterback, hands it off. First man through off the left side. Big pile up at about the 33, 34. It moves forward. They'll mark him at the 35-yard line. Didn't see who that was on the carry. I think that was 32, El-Amin Bashir. But a whole bunch of Rebels there, including Gage Bennett and Pete Peebles, Kobe Kemp. A whole bunch of Rebels stacked him up after a gain of 4. 2nd and 6. One wide receiver left, 2 to the right. H-back on the right side, running back on that side as well as James hands it off to Bashir. He breaks one tackle, gets near the 40, goes down there. He's probably going to be half a yard short of what he needs for the first down, but they've still got third down coming up. Gage Bennett and Matthew Nowell tripped him up. Matthew Nowell's helmet came off, so he's coming off the field. They'll send in sophomore Braden Welch at safety. 3rd and inches for JA.
Looks like they're just trying to milk the clock, running it between the tackles.
Bashir, the running back, behind the freshman Pruitt James, quarterback. H-back set to the left this time. They'll follow those blocks that side. Stood up by McDonald, pushed back. The Rebels.
Excellent play.
They'll just depend on the spot. Great job just stepping into the hole by Grayson McDonald, but it was not enough to keep him from picking up the first down. Hey, let's work with this in-sports trivia here. Okay, our opponent tonight, it's the Raiders. Makes me think of the Las Vegas Raiders, Oakland Raiders, Los Angeles Raiders. So I've got 3 questions about career leaders in the Raiders organization in the NFL. I'll ask you, we've got 3 questions, multiple choice.
Okay.
So we'll get to the first one after this play. 1st and 10 for JA. Hand off again, Bashir. He slips past Gage Bennett, goes to the 50, to the 40. Foot race, 30. Rebels stop him. Ball's on the turf. recovered at the 20, but he may have been down. I think they're going to see what the officials are going to indicate. I think they're going to say he went down, Scott, at about the 22, and
I believe so.
Maintain possession. Good burst of speed by Bashir.
Yes, he had done some very physical running inside. That's the first time we've really seen his speed.
And it was the wide receiver, Matt Thomas, who fell on the ball for them. So, big gain. All right, give you three choices. Career passing leader for the Raiders. Is it Ken Stabler, Rich Gannon, or Derek Carr? Think about that.
Let's go for the snake.
The snake.
Would it be Stabler?
I get two answers for Stabler. All right, I'm sorry to inform you. Stabler's number 2. Derek Carr is far and away the career passing leader. 1st and 10, quarterback and running back bump into each other. Rebels can't get the tackle for loss back there, and credit Bashir for just churning ahead inside the 20 to get a nice first down gain of about 4.
Yeah, he's 5'10", 170, running like 5'11", 200.
All right, I'm going to give you 3 names for career rushing leader. We're going to go Mark Van Egan, Marcus Allen, Bo Jackson. Career rushing leader for the Raiders.
Marcus Allen.
Marcus Allen, the unanimous answer, and he is far and away the career.
Only because Bo
leader.
was injured.
That's right. True. 2nd and 6 for J.A. They're in the David Barham Insurance red zone at the Rebel 18 now, leading 40-10. Taking time off the clock. James claps twice, now gives it to Bashir. He finds room off the left side, gets to the second level, 10, and he's finally corralled and somersaulted at about the 8-yard line, but there's a flag back at the line of scrimmage. So I think a hold is going to be called
That's what
there.
It looks like.
Well, Scott looks at it. I'll ask the last one. Career receiving leader for the Silver and Black, for the Raiders. Is it Fred Biletnikoff, Tim Brown, or Cliff Branch?
I'll agree. Tim Brown.
Tim Brown, the answer, and that is correct, and it's not even close.
Okay.
The Notre Dame star, 1987 Heisman Trophy winner, I think. Had a long career with the Silver and Black. So, of course, the Navy and Silver and Navy of J.A. commanding this game right now as we're down to the 7-minute mark in the Neshoba County Co-op fourth quarter. 2nd down and 16. The Rebel 28, excuse me. Handoff Bashir. Breaks to the outside right side, gets past one tackle, and then just met head on by Braden Hall at the 22-yard line and put down there. Good form tackle by Braden Hall, just taking the impact, but not letting go of Bashir.
Hanging on.
Yep. So, 3rd down and 10. Pickup of 6 on the play. Raiders led it 40-3 at the half. They lead it 40-10 now as we're in a running clock situation in the fourth quarter. Third down and 10. Ball on the right hash, 3 wide receivers. They've just run every play out of the same formation with the H-back here. Play clock down to 2. They need to snap it quickly. They get it in just in time. Hand off to Bashir. Goes behind left side. The Rebels get to him quickly. Looks like Hagan Bobo made the first contact for L.A. Bashir only got back to the line of scrimmage, or just, a little bit past that, picked up a yard or so. So 4th and 9. Remember, Rebel fans, Total Pain Care is wellness sponsor of Leake Academy football. 7 locations. Visit totalpaincare.org for more information. So 4th and about 9 up here. Looks like Jay's going to run every second of this play clock down. And, no, they're not going to call timeout. Looks like they're just going to milk the clock. Put Bashir and a pistol behind James, 2nd-string quarterback. He'll snap once. And the
ball's on the ground.
And the ball's
Good
on
play.
the ground. A good play. Rebels got back there, and there was Garrett Joyner just busting up the middle. Put James down, as Jack Crystal would say, in the customary seating position. And the Rebels get it on downs.
Amen.
Under 5 minutes to play. Rebels still playing hard. That's good to see. That's some of the positive things that Scott Engel talked about at halftime, that you just need to come out of this second half with more positives than negatives, and I think we're seeing that.
No penalties. Run the play.
Stay
on your block.
Jack Harkins and Charlie Brantley split out to the left side, 2 wide receivers to the right. Wilcox back to throw, chase from the pocket to his left, going to have to turn, square, throw. Ball is loose and taken away at the 15-yard line by one of the men applying pressure to him. And J.A.'s going to get it on the fumble recovery. Looks like that was Tyler Lyles who came from defensive end and just took the ball away from George.
Yeah, right-handed quarterback running to your left, trying to square your shoulder so you could throw it away, and just could not get rid of it quick enough.
So 4 minutes to play. And after the turnover, J.A. is in the David Barham Insurance red zone. The 15-yard line, leading 40-10. Taking down toward tonight's Woodstock Furniture postgame, where we'll wrap this one up. Tonight's broadcast is powered by Central Electric Power Association. We appreciate their long sponsorship of Rebel Sports. Second teamers, third teamers in for J.A., but they've got James at quarterback, and again, the rugged El Amin Bashir at running back. I expect Bashir to get it. They'll let the play clock wind under 10. Good job staying patient there. Handoff to Bashir. And Colby Kemp, who's had a wheelbarrow load of tackles tonight, hits him. Joshua Gray came up and helped finish Bashir off after a gain of about 3.
Good pursuit on that play.
Caden Chipley is in at linebacker as well for Leake. So now they come to the line with 25 seconds on the play clock and 2:42 on the ticking fourth quarter clock. Down to our right, James claps, hands it off. Bashir sweeping around the right side, turns upfield. Flag is thrown.
That's going to be a blindside block that'll bring that back, I believe.
The old crackback block. Matthew Nowell tripped him up. Looks like Braden Welch may have finished the job as Bashir was trying to stay up on his feet. But there's going to be a penalty against J.A. on the play. Ball being walked back to the 23-yard line. So holding the call under 2 minutes to play. Chipley comes out of the game. Looks like Tyler Winstead back in for him. Been a rough night, rough first half that the Rebels just couldn't overcome. 2nd and 18 from the 23. It'll be under 90 seconds to play when the ball's finally snapped. Bashir goes in motion left side. They'll swing it out to him, but overthrowing the ball, nearly picked off. That would have been a pick 6 for Charlie Brantley. I think he was a little bit surprised with the trajectory of the ball, came right toward him. Ben Jackson almost got it, may have tipped it.
I believe it did. Boy, that would have been nice.
Yeah, that would have been a nice way to send everybody home as we go.
End on a positive note.
Under 60 seconds to play. 3rd down and a whole lot. 18 to be exact. They've got to get to the 5 for a first down. Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. H-back set to the left. James hands it to Bashir. The Rebels are on him quickly. Getting him down from behind was 58, Hagan Bobo. Junior makes the tackle after a gain of just maybe 2 yards. And that should be the final snap of the ball game. The JA offense coming off the field now, and the coaches are heading up to the middle of the field, and that's going to do it. That's going to count it down. 40-10 is going to be our final here in game 1. Jackson Academy defeats Leake. Stay with us for the Woodstock Furniture postgame, and we'll put a wrap on this one. Stay with us. Leake Academy football continues from Boswell Media Sports.
We were celebrating a birthday, so we took the family out to dinner at a steakhouse. You may have known it as Lee's, but now it's a new building with a new name. The same great chef and owner, Artie Reed, and Hometown Prime. My beef filet was cooked perfectly, and we can't wait to go back. Steak, seafood, the best sweet tea, and of course, homemade desserts.
Delicious.
For daily specials and hours, Google Hometown Prime and like them on Facebook. Hometown Prime is ready for you. Highway 21, Sebastopol.
Now, Bob, when we started the Bring Your Kid to Work Day, this wasn't exactly what we had in mind.
I'm sorry, but they're my babies. We're about to go grab lunch and then head to the farm.
Well, where are you headed?
Rosebud General Store out there in Rosebud on Highway 487 East. Nothing but the best for my babies. They got everything you need for your farming family.
Well, your calf sure is sweet. Does she have a name?
That there's the cow patty.
Whoa, let me get this straight. You named your cow Patty?
No, sir. It's what you stepped in.
Ew.
Rosebud General Store, Highway 487 East.
Did you know most people overpay by up to 50% for individual health insurance? David Barham Insurance will save you that. Plus, David has the best rates on the market for Medicare supplements. The solution is not on the internet or for a right here in Carthage. David Barham, a local insurance agent you can trust. Make sure you have the best coverage and price. Call David Barham, 601-941-1280 on the north side of the square in Carthage.
When dealing with something as complex as taxes and payroll can be, you can turn to Weaver Tax and Accounting to make things easier. Their professional staff works diligently to make sure your business and personal returns are complete and finished in a timely manner. Weaver Tax and Accounting will also execute your bookkeeping and payroll, bringing you the best in tax services since 1979. Weaver Tax and Accounting, 20 South Street, Sebastopol, and 109 Chadwick Avenue in Walnut Grove.
Register to win a 70-inch smart TV during the end of summer savings sale at Woodstock Furniture Value Center. Bedrooms plus free mattress $7.98. Living rooms just $6.98. Dining sets only $3.98. And queen mattresses $1.99. Kings $2.99. Plus, it's all backed by our low price and same-day delivery guarantee with no credit needed and no money down. Only at Woodstock Furniture Value Center in Meridian, Philadelphia, and WoodstockValueCenter.com.
Boswell Media Sports.
Philip Palmertree and Scott Engel wrapping it up. The Woodstock Furniture postgame from Thagard Field in Madden. Game 1 goes to Jackson Academy in the Rebels 10-game regular season schedule. 40-10 the final. And it was all JA from the beginning. They led 40-3 at the break. Rebels got 7 in the third quarter. And got to double digits, but it was all JA. They took the first, took a turnover on the first play of the ball game. Leake ran it up the middle, coughed it up. Darian Albert recovered it at the 24, and 2 plays later, they were in the end zone. DJ Watkins from the 13. Then they got it back. Brister Robertson, they scored in about 4 plays. Brister Robertson, 24-yard pass from the second-string quarterback James, made it 14-0. Then the Rebels got a nice punt return, help from a penalty, got inside the 5-yard line and got a 22-yard Matthew Nowell field goal at the 5:20 mark of the first quarter to make it 14-3. But credit JA, they came right back, scored again. Keandre Terry, who was a tremendous performer in this ball game for the Raiders, 22-yard pass from Matheson to cap a 69-yard drive. It was 21-3, and then JA took over the game from there, scored 19 more points, got ourselves in a running clock situation, and the Rebels fall to 0-1 in the season. JA 2-0 now as we look ahead to the Starkville Academy game. But I'll bring in Scott Engel again. And, Scott, it was just a case of being overpowered up front, I think, in that first half, don't you?
Yeah, you don't want to, bigger, faster, stronger. It can be beat, but you have to you got to be able to control the line of scrimmage. And you said that at the beginning about controlling the running game, and with the beef they had up on the offensive and defensive line, it just made it a very tall uphill battle, all night.
Yeah, I like a lot of the things JA did tonight. They certainly have good players up front. They've got some good skill players. They feel like they've got a quarterback who's going to develop and is not everything they need right now, but I think certainly they're going to have a say in who wins 6A.
Yes, a little bit of maturity with that quarterback. They've certainly got the skills catching the ball. And in the second half, Bashir, that's as tough a running fullback for his size as I've seen.
Well, but let's bring it back to Leake. Of course, that's what we and those folks who were listening most interested and concerned about. What do you take away from this in terms of both some positive things and kind of the next steps, the next improvements this team needs to make with Starkville coming up next week?
Well, when you're a little young and a little small, graduating several seniors last year, you've got to do the little things correctly each and every time. And if you can do that, then the big plays will come. You got to take care of the small stuff first. They didn't have, a fumble, a mishandled snap, a dropped pass. 2 or 3 things, and could have made a little difference in the game tonight, but it'll certainly make they got something to build on for next week.
Well, certainly, I think, that there were certainly plenty of mistakes made, and Coach said in the pregame interview, you're going to make mistakes. The question is, what do you do when you make mistakes? Do you learn from them? Don't make them again. And certainly we saw that at times, pre-snap penalties. We saw some carelessness with a football, some bad snaps, just a little bit of everything, some things that you would expect a young ball club to experience first time out. And unfortunately, a quality team like JA doesn't give you a whole lot of margin of error.
No, and everything you do, you got to execute. So they came out here tonight, they executed. Then you've got to learn, you've got to reset, and then you've got to execute again. So they've got a lot to work on this week. But look, this coaching staff has been here before. Last 2 or 3 years and made excellent runs through the year. And you just got to take the positives, eliminate the negatives, which would make a good song for a old movie back in the 60s. But I think they'll do fine.
Well, JA hits the road again next week. They'll play at Pillow, future opponent for the Rebels. But all the focus for LA will go on to the Starkville game next week. That's at J.E. Logan Field in Starkville. Rebel fans always travel well, but those of you who can't be there, Scott and I, Lord willing, will be there in the press box, and we'll bring it to you with live stream video with the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel. We'll take one more break, and then we'll wrap things up from Madden. JA wins tonight 40-10.
My knee rehab was 100% successful thanks to Performance Therapy. They sat down with me and created a plan to ensure I would achieve my personal rehabilitation goals, and they encouraged me to get the most out of every session. Performance Therapy provided plenty of material for me to continue my rehab in between sessions too. Hopefully I don't have to see them in the future, but if I did, I would definitely choose Performance Therapy again.
For more information, go to performancetherapyms.com. Performance Therapy, Carthage, Philadelphia, and Forest.
I sure do like my new hunting rifle. I bought it over at Ozark Ag. When I went in, they had such a great selection. Took me a while to make up my mind. I have it sighted in now, and I'm ready for the big bucks. Tomorrow I'm going back over to Ozark Ag and stock up on ammo. While I'm there, I just might check out those deer stands. Hey, honey, I know you're listening. Make sure you shop for me at Ozark Ag. They're on Highway 16 West in Carthage.
If spending days looking for top dollar for your timber has left you feeling like you're barking up the wrong tree, then I would listen closely. Welch Forest Products in Union does it better than anyone and with the least possible damage to your property. Whether it's management, forestry care, pine plantation, thinning, or site prep, the last number you'll dial is 601-774-8200. They buy land with or without timber too. Call Bo Welch now at Welch Forest Products today. 601-774-8200.
It was my turn. I oversaw the ordering of our family reunion custom t-shirts. I had no idea what I wanted, but the girls at In Sports were so helpful. They showed me several ideas and colors that made my decision much easier, and the prices were very reasonable. Thank you to In Sports for filling my order quickly. You'll always be my go-to for personalized t-shirts. Check out their Facebook page to see more cool things they personalize. In Sports, Beacon Street, Philadelphia.
Did you know most people overpay by up to 50% for individual health insurance? David Barham Insurance will save you that. Plus, David has the best rates on the market for Medicare supplements. The solution is not on the internet or far away. It's right here in Carthage. David Barham, a local insurance agent you can trust. Make sure you have the best coverage and price. Call David Barham, 601-941-1280. on the north side of the square in Carthage.
Is this a familiar sound that seems to be never-ending? Money for this, money for that? Don't worry. Eastside Pawn and Gun to the rescue. Take your pawn to them in exchange for the loan you need to help you through unexpected seasons. Confidentiality will always be respected when you do business with Eastside Pawn and Gun. So what are you waiting for? Stop the fretting and get on over there. Eastside Pawn and Gun, Highway 16, Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Here's our final segment of the Woodstock Furniture postgame as Jackson Academy defeats Leake and Madden tonight 40-10. Rebels, of course, this game, it is a loss, but not a district loss. Still got a couple of weeks before district play starts, and Coach likes to schedule this 6A ball game early in the year because it certainly shows his coaches and his team there are a lot of things to learn. I think in the long run, when you're a program like Leake in 5A, you play when you play these games against 6A teams, it does you a lot of favors down the road, a lot more than playing and beating up on a 2A, 3A team out of the chute.
Yeah, and no injuries tonight, either team,
yes.
Especially for us, so that's a blessing.
All right, well, that'll wrap it up for us. And Scott Engel, good to have you here with us. Good to have prospect of some Friday nights having you alongside as we're going to have a good adventure this year following the Rebels. And look forward to meeting up with you in one of my favorite places in the world, Starkville.
Amen. Let's go north.
All right. Sounds good. We hope you'll all be with us. The T&K Farms Woodmiser pregame starts at 6:15, kickoff at 7. Rebels and the Starkville Academy Volunteers. Well, that'll do it for us. Again, thanks to our camera operator, John Alden Crosby, to Billy Steen, our studio producer, and our executive producer director, the award-winning Breck Riley, for all of the team, sales, and I need to mention production assistance from Laura Beckham, who does a lot to get everything in place for these broadcasts, and Lisa Moore in our sales department. Team effort at Boswell Media Sports. Appreciate another year working with them. Appreciate all of you listening. So join us next week. For Scott Engel, I'm Philip Palmertree, thanking you for watching and for listening. If you don't watch and you don't listen, none of this really matters that we're talking about. But we sure appreciate that you do, and we have sponsors who bring it to you. So Lord willing, we'll do it again next week, and hope you'll be with us signing off from Madden, where Leake falls tonight 40-10. I'm Philip Palmertree saying good night, grace, and peace. Go Rebels.